amid the ongoing political war of words over the unified pension scheme that has been recently launched by the central government. The Congress leader Pramod Tiwari has slammed the centre over UPS, stating that the day we form the government at the centre, we will implement the old pension scheme. Why haven't they implemented the centre's old pension scheme yet? You are responsible for ending the old pension scheme. Unquote Pramod Tiwari. The government has launched the unified pension scheme aimed at benefiting 23 lakh government employees. If the state governments opt out for the unified pension scheme, the number of beneficiaries will now rise to 90 lakh. The Union Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnav announced the launch, stating that the new scheme will be implemented from April 1st, 2025. According to Ashwini Vaishnav, employees who have completed a minimum of 10 years of service are eligible to receive a pension under the UPS. However, the full benefits of the scheme, including the assured pension, apply to those with at least 25 years of service. The scheme is optional for existing employees under the National Pension Scheme and those opting for voluntary retirement, the VRS, under the NPS. Future employees will also have the option to join the UPS. However, once an employee opts into the UPS, the decision is final and then cannot be reversed. Joining me on the broadcast is my colleague Anand Singh. Anand, now we are seeing how the opposition camp, in particular the Congress, is sparing no turn to hit out at the central government over the unified pension scheme. This continuous war of the UPS and the old pension scheme, the OPS, continues even at this point of time when the centre had been committed in making the new unified pension scheme as the need of the hour. What is the Congress actually mulling upon on taking on the central government as far as the strategies over the UPS is concerned?
Yes, Simran, look, ever since the government on Saturday, after the Union Cabinet meeting that was chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, announced the UPS scheme, that is Unified Pension Scheme for government workers, government employees. Since then, the Congress has been hitting back at the BJP-led government at the centre, alleging that it was due to the pressure of the India Bloc Alliance, especially Congress, that has led to such decision that the government has to bring such kind of pension scheme after taking several of the U-turns. As earlier they pointed out that how the government has brought the new pension scheme, and then the Congress was promising old pension scheme in the states like Himachal, Karnataka and Telangana, where it won after announcing OPS scheme. But now, looking at the war of words that is going on between the BJP and the Congress, now Congress leader Pramod Tiwari has also slammed the BJP, saying that once the Congress government comes to power at the centre, then it will implement the old pension scheme, a promise that the grand old party has been making to the people across the country. And he also accused the BJP that why it didn't bring the old pension scheme or implemented the old pension scheme instead of coming up with a new unified pension scheme for the government employees employees across the country. So clearly a war of words is taking place between the BJP and the Congress over the UPS scheme that it announced on Saturday. And looking at the assembly elections that will be coming up in the states of Haryana, Jharkhand and Maharashtra and the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So clearly there is a very big thing, in polls the stakes are high, as this step of the central government can lead to good favors to the BJP government at the centre, and it can help them to form government in several of the states, as several of the government employees who were earlier unhappy with the decision of the new pension scheme, as the new UPS scheme that has been brought up, it will give more benefits to them. So looking at the slugfest over the same, the Congress is hitting back, and it is saying that the scheme has been brought because after June 4th, the government is not, the BJP especially, is not in power on its own, and it has to rely on the support from its alliance partners. Thus, it is making several of the U-turns, and even Kharge, Congress president, mentioned that how the government was forced to take several of the union U-turns, especially on work amendment bill, then the lateral entry scheme, and now this UPS scheme that they have brought, fearing setback in the upcoming assembly election. Back to you, Sandhya.
Anand also very rightly said, recently what we have seen, the Congress's U-turn jibe to the BJP after they have announced the unified pension scheme. Has there been any responses from the Congress leadership, especially from the top brass, over the remarks that have been, scathing remarks that have come from Ravi Shankar Prasad in the BJP this morning itself, saying, of course, how the U-turn jibe by the Congress is nothing because governing in India is a serious business, and also said several things to the Congress leader in the leadership.
Yes, I mean, look, since the time the government announced that it will bring the UPS scheme, the Congress president himself, Mallikarjun Kharge, hit back at the BJP, mentioning how several U-turns have been taken by the government post June 4 after the Lok Sabha election results were announced that day, and in which the Congress has been mentioning that it couldn't form government at the center by winning on its own the majority mark of 272, where the BJP could manage only 240 seats and it has to rely on its alliance partner, especially TDP and JDU, to form government at the center to reach the magical figure of 272. Thus, it has been targeting the BJP that how now look the way in which the work board bill was sent to JPC as there was as there was severe uproar in the parliament over the issue. And similarly, Kharge also mentioned that how the rollback of the broadcast bill was taken by the government. He mentioned that bill also that the government has to roll it back. And then he also mentioned that the rollback of the lateral entry scheme, as last Saturday we seen how UPSC brought out the advertisement for 45 posts for the level of joint secretary directors and several others. And Rahul Gandhi and several of the Congress leaders pointed it out that how this will end reservation, and the government has then to withdraw that order. And the UPSC, after Union Minister Jitendra Singh wrote to UPSC chairperson citing that how this should be taken back or withdrawn, then UPSC chairman also withdrew that order.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.